naitwa Kimathi Boniface Chokera.
Kimathi Boniface Chokera.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, Kimathi Boniface, tell us a bit about yourself. Are you a student? What are you doing currently?
Currently, I'm doing art and leadership.
Art and leadership.
Yes. I'm the CEO Revolution Art Hub.
CEO.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Now that's what we're talking about.
Yes, CEO Revolution Art Hub. We deal in art and leadership.
Okay.
We are seeking to create a change of mindset in society through arts and leadership.
Can you say your name again, because my producer is saying hajakusikia ati vizuri eti.
Naitwa
Kimathi Boniface
Chokera.
Chokera.
Yes. The last one being my favorite.
Your favorite.
Yes.
Chokera is your
Yes.
favorite. Perfect. Now, so you said you're the CEO of, what did you call it again?
The Revolution Art Hub.
Revolution Art.
Yes.
Now we're going to be talking about that in the second segment.
Yes.
Now, right now, I want to talk about you.
Yes.
You are a law student, if I may say.
Yes, I graduated from law. Yes.
From law.
Yes.
But then you digressed into leadership and art.
Yes, not really digressed, but found my way into leadership and art. I found that the law was a bit restricting for me. Yes, personally, and I felt I have a passion in art and I have a passion in leadership, and so I decided to merge the two, and thus you have the Revolution Art Hub.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, as a person, as you as Kim, you say you do prefer Chokera more, right?
Yes.
Now, as Chokera,
Yes.
you have gone through a story. We have shared, definitely. We have shared a bit of you. Now, I would want what you're comfortable with to share with the viewers, right?
Yeah.
And maybe how you can use your own time in darkness to give someone light, if you can say, right?
Yeah.
So you went through some challenges.
Yes.
What were these? What had happened?
Okay, so first, at some point when I was not understanding whether it is I want to do the law or what I don't want to do, in that midst of that confusion. So I found my way into a lot of drinking. Yes. Got a lot into drinking. It was bad, but yeah, I didn't accept that it was bad. On a bad day, I remember a bad day where I was puking from 3 a.m. till 3 p.m. And I asked myself, ndio raha nilikuwa natafuta. Yani yondoke, yeah, na haikunimekia sense.
And there's some people, some of your friends who used to think this is the fun, right?
Yeah.
Like you drink yourself crazy, and then
crazy.
you spend the whole day with hangover. And
It's crazy. And now one of my closest friends, they didn't get a hangover. They don't know what hangovers are. So they'll drink you under the table and they won't get a hangover. So it was crazy. It was just, yeah, it risked my life so much.
It took a bit of your energy. How long was this?
Generally, the period that I spent drinking a lot is from first year, second year, third year. Yes, third year katikati ndio sasa niliamua wacha nimalize shule.
So basically you're saying 3/4 of your university life, you were not drinking education.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
No,
it was tricky.
It definitely did affect the way you were drinking your education.
Yes, completely. Yeah. So like for my first and second year, my grades were not, they were just very shaky. Yes. But when third year sasa nikaanza kunotice, vitu zina speed up and I'm getting to an end, and yet my end does not make sense. So I started to make sense out of my end. So it took me now 5 years to be able to complete uni, a course that should take me 4 years. So in my last year, I was doing my first year and second year units. So I had to redo them, and so yeah, I graduated with a second class upper.
Second class upper.
Yes.
But you could have done much better had you.
Yes.
Okay. But still, it's pretty good. I mean, having taken 3 years down the drain, and then still getting a second class upper, that's quite good. Now, what are the pointers? Maybe there is someone going into the university right now. They have just joined. Actually, I was with the University of Nairobi orientation in the first years, and I was giving them a talk. What are some of the pointers you could say? These are the things. Maybe you would tell a first year right now. Please take note of this. If you don't want to take my part,
I'd put it simply like this. Like, think of yourself as a dot, a black dot on a blackboard. Yes. If you're a black dot on a blackboard, you're going to disappear.
Yes.
You will not be seen. Yes. But if that dot can find its uniqueness in a sense that it stands out. It can now be seen. Yes? So the problem with that period of my life is I was trying to fit in. And being a black dot, I was trying to fit into a blackboard. And so I disappeared into that crowd of black dots. But then when I hit my limit, I started to now look for my uniqueness, which I found in art and leadership. And thus the black dot has found its uniqueness. Now it can decide whether it wants to be seen or whether it does not want to be seen. So it can decide to blend in the background, it can decide to show its uniqueness and thus be seen. So before we seek to fit in, let's first stand out. Because if you seek to fit in without first standing out, you disappear into the crowd.
Fantastic. No wonder you're into art. I love the way you have put it, black dot in a blackboard. And that's fantastic, because one of the things I think many young people, and all of us at any stage go through, is the desire to belong. The desire to want to belong to someone, to love and to be loved. And sometimes because of that desire, we make choices that sometimes we regret of. We go into relationships we're not proud of. We go into groups that we sometimes, they derail our dreams, right? And that desire to belong is a lot. There's a lot of peer pressure therefore in the university, I would guess. And that's why you are saying before you fit in, you need to stand out, right? And that's a very important point. I hope, our viewers are hearing that. And now you went into leadership and art.
Yes.
So you are a spoken word artist, if I got you.
Yes.
Do you want to give us something?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Perfect. You take us through. Your camera is camera 2.
Okay. These are the lessons that I learned from my hands. My fingers have taught me that beauty is to be found in diversity. That teamwork is necessary for results. If you don't believe me, try holding a pen with just one finger. My fingers have taught me that you can speak volumes without even saying a single word. In that, when 2 fingers are raised, it's a sign of peace. When the index finger is folded, it becomes a diss. When the middle finger is folded, it becomes a fist. So no more peace because you just said peace off. But we can still put your thumbs up and say, I like this. My hands have taught me that reality is really what you make of it, since the same wave used to say hi is the same wave used to say bye. These hands have taught me that your handshake is your first impression. Therefore, I always give a firm one. I have learnt many lessons from my hands, but the most important lesson I have learnt is, just like fingerprints, we all have our similarities because we were created in the same way. But each of us is unique. So David wrote the Psalms. So I decided I'll write the poems.
I love that. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I wish there was an audience here just, yeah! I mean, that's really good. Yeah.